Hey everyone, welcome to Makin Scents. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate seeing you here. And if this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome aboard. Today we're going to answer a tag video from Deb over at Swift Scents. 10 cheapies for life. Stay tuned. So like I said, I was tagged in the video by Deb over at Swift Scents. Should be up in the corner there right now. And I'll put a link down below to their channel. If you haven't already, go click over there. Check them out if you like their content. Please click that subscribe button for them. Show them some support. Deb, thanks so much for the tag. And let's dive into this. The first fragrance, I actually can't find the bottle. It's going to drive me absolute crazy. Again, we're talking about 10 cheapie fragrances for life. The first one is from the House of Cremo. And it is Blue, Cedar, and Cypress. To me, such a great fragrance for what it is. I've gotten a few compliments on it, and people that I've given either decants to or samples to, or that have it themselves, have told me that they get a lot of compliments as well. And it's not like it's a crazy projection beast or anything like that, but it's just got a really nice, fresh, clean scent to it, with that nice little woodsiness, you know, from the Blue, Cedar, and Cypress components, which is why it's the title of the name of the fragrance. To me, it's just a very easy reach fragrance. I left it at work. Just going to be honest with you. I left it at work. I don't have it with me, which means I'm going to go buy a backup bottle to leave one at work and leave one here with me. So the first one on this list, and they're not going to be any specific order, is Cremo, or Cremo, whichever way you say it, Blue, Cedar, and Cypress. The next one on the list is this guy right here. I've mentioned it a few different times, from Coach for Men. Super easy reach. I believe it's like $30 or less to get a smaller bottle. This might be about 30 or 35, depending if you use coupons or not. But Coach for Men, super easy reach. For me, it sits in that blue category of, yeah, you can grab it, you can spray it, you can wear it. No thoughts, no worries. Definitely an easy reach for me. And it's been on a couple lists before, and that's definitely one for my collection for life. I've got 3 bottles of it right now, and I only wear it once in a while, but the 3 bottles should last me pretty much forever. The next one is definitely a nostalgia pick, one that brings me back to like 20 years ago. And I don't want to date myself too much, so I'll just say 20 years ago. It's this guy right here, Drakkar Noir. I love this fragrance, and when I smell it, it just brings me back. Every time. It's just one of those nostalgia picks that I have 2 bottles right now. One is actually a really old bottle, and this one I just showed you is pretty new, probably like 5 years or less old. Again, that's Drakkar Noir. The next one is another nostalgia pick. I have a feeling the cheapies are pretty much all nostalgia picks, just about, except for, of course, the one from Cremo. But this guy right here is the next one. From Davidoff, we're talking Cool Water. So I'm going to try to get in focus. Oh, by the way, man, that's a hard one to get in focus. Ultimately, this one here is just a fragrance I used to wear when I was younger a bit. But more so, it takes place of Green Irish Tweed for me, where that's my favorite fragrance, pretty much. Out of all of the fragrances I have, that one there will suffice for me, since I have to keep fragrances in this list that are under $30. So 10 cheapies for life. Davidoff Cool Water. I think this huge bottle was under $30. So you can't go wrong with that. Again, Davidoff Cool Water. The next one is a little bit newer. The only problem is this one's discontinued, but I do have 2 bottles of it, so I should never run out. But it fills a void for a nice tobacco fragrance, in my opinion. So it's this guy right here. It's from Aramis, and it's Tobacco Reserve. I want to say these were only like 15 to 20 bucks at the rack stores when they came out. They were always ridiculously priced when you see them in the main stores, but they were, you know, pretty low price, $20 or less. But Tobacco Reserve, super nice fragrance. The only negative is that it is discontinued. I do have this one with this much left in it, and I have a brand new full bottle left. So I'll never run through that stuff because of everything else in the collection. But if I had 10 for life, that would be one of them. The next one is another nostalgia pick. I have barely worn this. I probably wore this twice or 3 times since I got this bottle. I believe it's the only fragrance I have from Giorgio Beverly Hills, and it's red. This one here is just this sweet, kind of wants to be boozy, I'll call it, but it's just a nostalgia play. It's a rich fragrance. It's I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's like an older version of like a Paco Rabanne 1 million. It doesn't smell like Paco Rabanne 1 million, but it's a fragrance that would take place of that type of fragrance. It's in line with Dracar Noir, like one of those, you know, maybe clubbing fragrances or something like that, to me anyways. And some people might even find it to be a classy fragrance. But from Giorgio Beverly Hills, we're looking at red. It's hard to get those in focus sometimes. All right, the next one, I don't even know what number we're on. So we did 1, 2, I'm going to count out loud here. 3, 4, all right, cool, 5. So now we're on number 6. And we're going to go to another classic, Curve. Just the original, the OG Curve. I'll always have this in my collection. It reminds me of a lot of stuff, I think, through high school and a little bit afterwards. But in reality, it's still a really nice fragrance. It's fresh. It's nothing too crazy. A lot of people talk about it because it's one of those fragrances that people just have good memories of. In most cases, some people might have bad memories. But for me, it just takes me back. And that's this one right here, Curve. All right, so we got those out of the way. The next one we got, this is going to be, I think it's the only one I have from this house, and it's from Aramis, and it's Opus. It looks like this funny lock. Now, the only reason that this one here is going to be in my collection forever is because when I smell it, it takes me back to, if this makes sense to you, I hope it does, but it brings me back to the mall when I was probably 18 to 25, anywhere in that range. And I walked by places like Hot Topic. I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but every time I put it to my nose, it brings me back to something like that. And I'm okay with that. That's pretty cool by me. And I don't even know how to describe this fragrance. And it's funny because when I first bought it, it was originally supposed to be a clone of Chanel Homme, which one? Edition Blanche, the one that smells like lemons or some, you know. And that's when I got this, I was like, wow, this is so good. And it made me buy Edition Blanche. But because I liked whatever the thing was in this so much, it kind of made me disappointed when I actually got Edition Blanche, which I know it's kind of crazy. All right, let's go to the next one here. This one here, I don't wear that often. I just threw away an older bottle because it had like weird stuff in it. So I still have this big boy. And it's just a nice, easy out of the shower, fresh fragrance. And it's from Burberry and Burberry Touch. If you can even see that. Hey, got it in focus somewhat. I kind of want to keep talking like this because my face looks funny right through this bottle. So, Burberry Touch, nice, easy, shower gel, fresh, clean spray. Doesn't last forever. It's, you know, pretty inexpensive when you find it in like the rack stores. And it's one of those you almost always find in the rack stores, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, something like that. But yeah, that one's a good one by me. And that was Burberry Touch. Hey, got in focus again. That's making me proud with the focus game. All right, so I have no idea what number we're at yet, but we're going to keep going here. The next one in this mix is from Zara, and is Zara 9.0. I've said it a bunch of times. I'm a huge fan of Dior Homme. I'm also even a bigger fan kind of the Prada L'Homme line. So that iris smell, I'm a big fan of. And for under $30, you can get this guy right here to fill that void, since you can't get it with those other fragrances. For me, it's a nice fragrance. I actually sprayed it on my hand before I started this, and it still smells really nice. It's not super strong, doesn't last forever, but I think I got this one in 8.0 for like $20 or $25 shipped to me. They're really inexpensive for what they give you, and the quality's nice. Now, I'm going to count these for you to make sure we got 10 so far. Start with that Cremo one. We got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's it. Those are 10 cheapies for life. To me, there's some great fragrances. There's so many other ones I would have put in this list. If I didn't put Cool Water, I would have said Aspen from Coty. That's another great one for me anyways. This guy here was almost an honorable mention from Aramis. For some reason, I like this fragrance a lot. Don't really know why. It's inexpensive, but it smells really good to me. And there are just a bunch of other ones. So again, Deb, thanks so much for the tag. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to tag a couple people too for the fun of it. See if we can get this done by someone else. If they've already done it, great. I'm going to go with Sam Broome. Does a great job. Does a nice job with this channel. Super nice guy. I'll put his link down below as well. Go check him out if you haven't already subscribed over there. If you like what he does, please subscribe there too. That'd be awesome. Check him out. Give him some thumbs up. We'll also go with... Totally forgot where I was going to go with that one. The next one, 504 minute reviews. He's probably already done this, but I tag him in a lot of these videos because we do chat a lot on the sidelines. Super nice guy, Scott over there. killing it with the TikTok game there. So if you haven't checked out Scott on TikTok, go check him out too. It's pretty awesome. And I think that's it for now. I won't tag too many more people. And if you've enjoyed the content, if you like what I've gone through, have you tried any of these 10 fragrances? Do you like these fragrances? Do you dislike them? What are your 10 cheapies for life? And when they say cheapies, we're talking in the $30 range or below, I guess. What ones do you like? Which ones would you recommend that I should get my nose on if I haven't already? Throw those comments down below. I love interacting with each and every one of you. If you haven't already, click that like button. I'd appreciate that very much. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what I put up today or some of the other content in my channel from the past, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And remember, if you're making the world a better place, just one spray at a time, then to me, you're just making sense. Until next time.